Welcome back to the Grateful Rose River Homestead. I'm your host, your chef, Papa Bear. I'm in the kitchen tonight. It's Friday evening. Making up a big thing of vegetable soup. Not just vegetable soup, but beef vegetable soup. Reason I'm making a big pot, you say, what are you making a big pot of vegetable soup for, Papa Bear? Winter's over. Well, I'm a soup person. I love my soup, okay? I'm not a big stew person. I will take that back. When I was in high school, I had a friend of mine whose dad made some good deer stew. Now, I did like that. I don't know what he did, but it was good. It's the only stew I've ever really liked. But, no, Paisley Girl is playing this on Sunday to jar all this up and can it for us. So that way we can eat it throughout the summer if I want a thing of vegetable soup. Because with her schedule, she goes in the evening, so I cook our dinner and before she goes to work. And so at night, you know, come in here at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night, after working outside, I want something easy to do. Pop open a jar of vegetable soup. Fills you up. It's good. Nourishment. It's good for you. Easy recipe, ladies and gentlemen, in case you're into cooking too. These pots over here are the just 6 gallons of tea. That's right, 6 gallons of tea. That makes it up for, I won't have to make it till probably next Friday or next Saturday. Depends on, oh no, I take it back. We happen to make some because we're having the kids in. They love my sweet tea and the grandkids too. So they will be having a birthday party on Saturday. So I'll probably be making it before then. But anyways, what we're going to need, we got some jarred, this is beef veggie broth. We're going to put a jar of that in there. We have a jar of V8 in there. And we've got some, this stuff is older and it needs to be used up. We've got beef broth here. I got a can of beef broth. V8, definitely need one of them. And we got 2 more V8s. And beef seasoning, just in case I need it. Salt and pepper. We need some salt and pepper. Okay, salt and pepper. Now, I'm going to take you over here and show you. Over here is our seasonings. Oh man! Over here is our seasonings. For the meat, we're going to be seasoning with all-purpose seasoning. I need some garlic powder. So we're going to grab some garlic powder. And we're going to need some, let's go with some steak seasoning. What's that of that kind? How many other? I'll put that on there. I need some steak seasoning. Nope, I got some up here. I must have the wrong place. Well, we'll take this over here. Walking over here. Hang on, oh, got my hands full. I can't turn you. Oh, here we go. There we go. Okay. All right. Now we got our seasonings for the meat. Get that out of our way. I've already got our cast iron pan heating up. Big old cast iron pan. Let's just get this out of the way here. We can set this over here for now. So we got our cast iron pan already heated up. Oil's already in there. Salt and pepper's already in there. And I already seasoned it with some olive oil. So let's go ahead and get the meat drained in here. Now, one thing that I would tell people, you should always wash your meat. Get your mind out of the gutter, okay? But seriously, you need to wash your meat. Now this stew meat was in bigger chunks. Whenever we get stew meat, I always just cut it up and make it finer pieces. That way it goes longer ways into the bowls. So now we got this. Got a little bit of blood still in there, a little bit of water, make sure it's okay. Probably gonna make some sizzle here. Oh yeah. Listen to that sound. Oh, yeah. Gotta love the seasoning sound. Alright, let's work our hands. We touch raw meat. I got some bleach over here that I ducked my hands in. Always make sure your hands are sterilized, people. Alright, so let's go into seasoning the meat. We've got some of this older steak sauce here. Let's just put this in here. That probably will be enough, actually. I think that will be enough. Oh! I found a piece of meat that I didn't get to. That'll happen sometimes, that's okay. Grab our handy kitchen shears. Rinse them off real good. I always miss one or two, you know. I mean, it does happen, you know. Can't be perfect. See if there's any more over here before. See, I missed a couple pieces here. There's a big boy. That's how it usually comes in packaged like this. We're just going to cut this down to tiny, tinier pieces. Nothing special here, just cutting it down to make it nicer pieces. That way everyone gets a piece of meat in their bowl. Now you can have plain vegetable soup, you know, just plain vegetables with V8. You don't have to even use beef broth, you can just do vegetable broth. Hey, whatever's your fancy, man. You know, I mean, Papa Bear loves meat. I love my meat. I love my meat. There's another piece, see? See, it happens. It's no big deal. You just go in here and you just chop down some of these other pieces that you might have missed. Before the meat gets already hot, you can still touch it in the pot here. Here's a piece here. Well, that one's a little toasty now. I got down there further down in the pan. But it's okay. We got it going on. Alright. Now that we got all of our meat, I think, pretty much cut down to where we want it. Back over here. Put my hands in some soapy water and rinse in bleach. Alright. Back over here to seasonings. We're going to put a little bit of garlic. Garlic! I think the girl will tell you, or told me that I should be showing you more what I'm doing. So let me just bring you over here. Let me step out of frame here real quick. I need to grab my spatula. And we'll bring you down here. Bring you some up close of the meat. Alright. So we're going to just come in here with some garlic powder. Sprinkled it on there real good. All-purpose seasoning. Gotta have some all-purpose seasoning. We've got to have our meat tasting good, you know. I mean, this is the base of your vegetable soup. It really is. Now we need some salt and pepper, so I left it over here with the soup mix in case we need it for over there. Come in here with a little bit of pepper. I'm going to turn this up just a little bit. We're going to get some salt here. Now, like I said, you don't have to do these seasonings. That's how we do it here at the Grateful Rose River Homestead. I like the meat to be flavoring. Plus, that way I can sneak a couple pieces too, you know. All right, so now that we have that going on, I will ring you up here. I gotta wash the big pot. So what we're going to do is I'm going to rinse this off here real quick. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. It's just been in storage. This is Paisley Girl's big canner that she has. She's got several canners, so we can definitely use the big boy. I was just going to make it in the smaller ones to take two individuals. She's like, well, let's just go with this one. Again, we don't need to do anything fancy with this. Just go in here and rinse that out with a little bit of soapy water. It's always better to rinse your dishes, especially if it's been in storage for a while. I can't tell you when the last time Paisley Girl did some canning. Of course, we haven't had any, you know, fresh veggies or anything like that to really do canning. I think it was apple butter she did some canning. I could be wrong, she'll correct me probably, but that's okay. Now we're going to need some water in this as well. So we're just going to go and put some water in this. Not much. I'm going to say about 3 cups of water in this. Comment down below and tell me what you like in your vegetable soup. Or what kind of soups do you like? We all have our different likes and dislikes. Maybe I know some people don't like vegetable soup that much. Paisley girl is that one of them persons that she's like, yeah, I can eat it, but I really don't like it. She'll share my chicken noodle soup. She loves my chicken noodle soup. Alright, so let's back you off here just a little bit. Tilt you down here just a little bit. Hang on. There we go. Just a little bit over here too. Alright, we got our big pot here. Made a mess on the stove. Always, people, it's good nature to do this. Keep cleaning as you go. If you clean up as you go, you don't have a lot to do at the end of the day. At the end of your cooking period, okay? Now, there's some chefs out there that are messy chefs. I'm not one of them. I believe I was trained and I was told to always clean as you go. That means you wash your dishes up, you dry them up, put them away, you're done. You know, I got our dinner in here for me and Carmen. I got some I got some hamburger pie that we made earlier in the week. So we're going to be having a little bit of hamburger pie. She's going to probably have something else because she don't like hamburger pie. And I should have done a video on that. It's a really simple recipe. It's biscuits, hamburger, and cheese, and tomatoes on top. That's it. But, you know, it's got the old Papa Bear. Alright. Tilt you back down here a little bit. I think you probably would rather see me doing stuff here in the... Alright. Our meat is now really cooking up. So we're going to give it a stir. Carmen's in there giving me the yawn like, oh, I'm a bear. Alright. Let's go ahead and get our beef and these jars opened up. I'm going to take them over here because sometimes I have a little issue with opening this. One open. Still got a good seal on it, so that means they're good to go. I'm going to watch these. Oh, these ones are pretty shot. I don't think Peasy girl will want to save them. She'll correct me in the video. Why did you save them, Liz? I could have used them again. Sorry, sweetheart. You know I just couldn't. Alright, so we got our V8. Let's just go and pour that in there. Now we're going to rinse these jars out because we can't let any of the goodies go to waste. Alright, I'm just going to give it a quick little rinse. Alright, now we got that one. We don't need to pour it in there. Give that a nice... We don't need too much water in our pot because we already put our water in there. So now that I've rinsed out both jars, put that in there. Drop it in there. Drop it like it's hot. You know that song, kids? You remember that song? Older parents, you know, drop it like it's hot. Alright, let's go ahead and get our vegetables, beef broth opened up. Maybe. There we go. I'm just going to pour this in there. I wish you guys could smell this meat. It is smelling delicious already. Turn it up just a little bit. Trying to get this done. I was going to do this after dinner, and then I was like, well, I might as well go ahead and do it now. It ain't like nothing new for me and Carmen to eat like at 8:30 and 9 o'clock at night. Now, we have late lunches, me and her. So, Not like I'm starving her to death. She's had her 2 meals today and getting ready to have dinner here in a minute. Man, this meat's smelling delicious. Oh. All right, so we already got. Let's go ahead and drop this can of beef broth in there real quick. I have more beef broth if I need to use it, but I'm starting out now just with what I have on the counter here, and this is starting to fill up pretty good. And I'll show you that here in a minute. Alright, I'm going to need my tasty spoon because I want to taste what we're tasting here. I'm going to find my tasty spoon. Like looking at my ears, people. See what it needs here. Okay. Tasting good so far. I'm a firm believer if it's cold and tastes good cold, it's going to be good hot. I'm just one of them people. The only thing I won't taste is my raw meat, but I've got it down to science. Oh, I'm trying to splash this stuff everywhere. I cleaned house today. That's another reason why tomorrow is supposed to rain. I'm hoping it does because I'm ready for a break. It's been a crazy week. You'll probably see before this video is the inspirational weekly message. That'll be the first video being dropped out of here. And we got a lot of goodies in here. We're just going to rinse it out just a little bit. Give it a look at that. You don't leave any of the stuff in the jars or bottles. There's one down. Here's the other one. Never leave nothing behind. Me being into, peace, love, and Mother Earth and all that, I really should recycle, but I have not found any place around here that does recycling. I'm still working or still learning the area, so the sooner I can find stuff to recycle or find a recycling center, which I know we have to have one. I mean, every city should have a recycling center. I just got to find out where it's located. Just going to rinse that out just a little bit. Pour that in there. And we're definitely not going to need to add any more water to this. Keep dropping this my towel over here. And I was thinking, I think I'm going to put a little bit of purple onions in there. We got some dehydrated purple onions over here. Let me find where they're at here. Right here they are. I'm just going to sprinkle just a few of these in there. Nothing goes better than steak, meat, or onions with steak, and I need some mushrooms. Not for vegetable soup, but there we go. Just a little sprinkle of them in there. All right. Put that back over there. Now I'm going to salt this. Put a little bit of pepperness. Give it a big stir here in a minute. Oh my gosh, how much pepper did you put in there? Well, this is a big pot, so we got a lot of seasoning or salt and pepper to do with this. But right now I put that in there. That'll be a starter there. I want to see if this is starting to taste like what I want it to taste like. Now, everything that's left in the frying pan here, bring you over here and show you this. Because Paisley got on me and said that I needed to show you more of my cooking here. See how there's a lot of this broth here? All this good stuff will eventually go in there. It will go in that pot there. Okay? We're just going to give this a nice stir. Look at that. I got to taste one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's good. That is yummy. I am going to just, one more thing that I kind of forgot. Put you over there for a minute. Balsamic vinegar. This will elevate the meat a lot. And we're going to put a little bit more salt in there. It's good though. I use balsamic vinegar for a lot of things, especially my dark meats or red meats, steak, hamburgers, chicken, and I will also put it in my fish. So I guess I put it in all my meat. I use a lot. That really elevates the meat. It gives it more of a tender taste to it. Salt. I think I didn't put any salt in here. Let me make sure. I don't see any floating in there. So I'm just going to put a little bit in there just in case I already did. I don't think I did, but we'll see. Alright, we need to get a spoon here and we'll start giving this a slow stir. Incorporate that pepper that I just put in there on top. It's got the good color tone to it that what we're looking for is this dark, rich, brownish looking color. Alright, so let's taste and see how this tastes right now. Oh my gosh. See, I can nail it all the time. You need salt. I knew I didn't put enough salt in this. Alright, so. Okay. Oh yeah, that's good. I think what I'm going to do, I have another can of B8 over here. I'm going to put that in there because I want to fill this up. Like I said, we're making a big batch here, so we got to get this thing filled. It's almost there, so I'll bring you a little closer here and show you. Whoop, sorry about that. See how dark and rich that color is? Look how beautiful that looks. Look at that meat over there. Oh. Alright. Now I gotta get me a plate here to put our soup spoon on that we're going to be using. Sorry to step in front of you folks. We're going to go ahead and drop that other thing of B8 in here. And then we'll put a little bit more beef seasoning in top of there. Like I said, we're going to be canning all this up. Well, Paisley girl is. I'm making it. She's like, we needed more vegetable soup. We're out. And I'm like, yeah, we are. Better get some more. Now this is going to cook all night. This means just about done to go in there. Alright. Well, that's still finishing cooking. We're going to slow it down here. We're just going to turn it to simmer. Simmer down now. Remember that Saturday night skit? For some of you older folks, you probably know what I'm talking about. I don't do any measurements. I just drop it in there. Drop it like it's hot. Don't be afraid. It's not gonna hurt you. It's not gonna hurt it. Just drop it in there. It's gonna be good. Trust me. That's how I've always cooked. I'm a self-taught chef. Okay, but not really. My mother, my grandmother. Mostly my grandmother, I watched her cook all the time. She was always teaching me different things about cooking. And I mean, she used measuring cups sometimes, and I do too. I mean, I use measuring cups sometimes. But you know, I was self-taught. I learned how to cook and cook well because that's how I am. I love to cook. That's one of my passions in life. All right, so. We have a bag and a half. This is 2 pounds, and this is a half pound. So I would say it's probably about 1 pound of veggies. Gosh, that's a lot of vegetables. Yes, it is, people. And we got a pack of last year's sweet corn that we froze. That's going in here. Like I said, this is really simple. No, you do not need to make a big large batch like I did. But all you need is V8, some beef broth, and some stew meat. You can use any kind of meat actually if you want to use hamburger. I've seen recipes with vegetable with hamburgers in it, which is kind of different. I thought probably wouldn't be a bad idea. That'd probably be good. And we're just going to slowly pour this in there because we don't want a bunch of oversplash. Especially, I just cleaned house, so I don't want to make a mess on the floor. So I was looking down here, I'm trying to figure. I did drop that cap there. See, I even make a mess on the floor. I have to go and clean that up. So we're not going to worry about it right this moment. Then we're just going to get these bags of veggies in there. That's why I'm glad I stopped at that other V. I was like, well, I could put another thing in there. No, can't do that because this stuff here is going to be raising it up really quickly. I haven't even added the meat to it yet. But the meat will cook down, so will the meat. The vegetables will cook down, so will the meat. And let's go ahead and put our corn in here. We're just going to drop it all in there. Drop it in there. Drop it. Drop it in there. Here, I'll bring it down here and show you. There you go. There you folks go. Drop it in there. There it goes. There it goes. Oh, there it goes. All right. Let's get a rag here and kind of wipe up our area here a little bit. I'm making a mess all over the place. Beating vegetables and all the other goodies that I've been doing over here. All right. The meat is about almost done. I'm going to taste the pieces, see how it tastes. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yep. Good. Alright, we're just going to go over here and wipe out my counter real quick. Where the frozen veggies were hanging, or were at. Alright. Let's give this a stir. I almost need one of these big paddles, you know. And then that big chunk there, it'll eventually defrost right there and there. We don't have to worry about putting it in the microwave and all that crazy stuff. Alright, let me taste this real quick. Oh yeah, that's good. A little bit more salt still. And we have some baby carrots over here that are dehydrated. We're going to sprinkle a little bit more carrots in there. This is a good way to go through some of your pantry stuff that you've had. One of Paisley's girls' favorite, peas. You got dehydrated peas. It's an inside joke between me and her. And Paisley girl, we'll put a little extra in there just for you, baby girl. Ah, I got her good. She'll be like, oh, you know I don't like peas. And I gotta mess with her. Part of the life, you know. Look at that. Now that's gonna cook all night. And man, it's gonna be good. Now I'm gonna put a little bit of all-purpose seasoning in there, even though I have some already in the meat. We're just gonna put a little bit on top. Alright. And we're going to put some fresh parsley, which we don't have any yet because the garden is still growing. I don't even know if we had it. Yeah, I thought we had some dehydrated parsley. Oh, we do. I'm going to put a little bit of parsley in there. Got some parsley flakes here that she dehydrated from last year's garden, kitchen garden. All right. Now, let's get the meat in there. I'm telling you, this is a simple, easy meal that you could do in, no time. It's best if you let it cook over time. You can put, if you wanted to make just a crock pot of vegetable soup, you can put it in a crock pot, say the night before, and you get up in the morning, put it on low, let it cook all day, and when you come home from work, you've got a nice big thing of vegetable soup to eat. It's a really simple meal, idea. Like I said, this is it. I mean, it's done. There's nothing else that needs to be added to this. It's time for it to do its own thing by cooking all night. So here is the meat. This is what it looks like. Okay. We're just going to slowly pour that in there. And now we're just slowly going to put all that meat in there. Yeah, look at that. Okay. Always use safety, boys and girls. Use safety. That's right. We use safety. Safety mitts is our friend. Now I'm going to scrape out this bottom real quick with my handy dandy. Oh, there it is. I was trying to find it first. Heading over here. My handy dandy lodge scraper. I'm just going to go along here and just scrape all these good off the bottom here. No, you do not need to do this. But just remember, this makes your regular soup even better, boys and girls. Need my safety mitt. Turn that off. We don't need that back on just yet until I pre-season my lodge pan here. So drop that in there. That's it, boys and girls. We're going to give it a stir. Give it a stir. Give it a stir. See how I'm wiping up? I clean up any spots that I've done. Like back here, I see I dropped some B8 juice splattered over. Just wipe this down really good. Like I said, I cleaned house today. Today is Friday what's today's date? Friday the 14th. It's been a crazy week. I just got done doing the inspirational video. Weekly inspirational video. I almost forgot about doing it. Alright, so I need my handy dandy towel. Where to go? There it is. Dry this stuff off here real quick. There will be a video that I want to do with you guys showing you how to take care of cast iron pans. Cast iron pans are the best thing for you, plus to give you iron in your blood. We all need a little bit of iron. Cast iron is all we cook around here. Now we do have copper chef that we use, but for the most part we use our cast iron. We have a cast iron grill, cast iron pancake. It's like a small flat one. Then we got a smaller sauce frying pan. Then we got the Dutchman. We got we got two Dutchmans. So we use cast iron for everything. So I think it's a good idea to show you how to season and how to clean your cast iron. So there will be a video of Papa Bear showing you how to do that properly. And some of you probably already know how to take care of it, but someone who might never is intimidated by using cast iron. I know a lot of people. I was one. Oh man, cast iron means work. But the way I look at it, we have, I don't know how many we got of cast irons. I'm trying to see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we got 6 cast irons. Each one of them can be passed down to our kids. Now, if our kids took care of it, they could pass it down to our grandkids. Think how many generations them cast iron pans could be passed down. Wouldn't that be awesome if they did that? I'm not saying they would, but that's the vision I have. Is these cast irons, the way we take care of them, they will outlast us. They will be still around here, hopefully in our kids' kitchen, hopefully in our grandkids' kitchen, and one day our great-grandkids. Wouldn't that be? That just blows my mind how good cast iron is. It never goes away. Anyway, so let me get out of this spoon here, and let's get this big old stir here. We got the meat now in there. Look at that, yummy. Pour you down here just a little bit more so you can really get in there. All right, so we got the corn floating on top. Now that will eventually all, look at that. Look at that. Doesn't that look good? And it's cold. I mean, you got further meat in here, or further vegetables in here. And man, it's already smelling good. All right, I'm going to give it a taste. Oh yeah. Like I said, if it tastes good cold, imagine what it's going to taste like when it's hot. When it's hot. remember, drop it like it's hot. All right. Let me get my pan. I'm going to get my blade on this, and that way it's done out of the way. It only takes a couple minutes to clean up the kitchen or the pan that I just used. But that's it. Okay, now this big pot here will be given out. This will be canned. Paisley Girl is going to can these vegetable soups up. We're going to have, this will be our dinner tomorrow night. But this will cook all night. And it'll just cook and smell up the house. And it'll smell delicious in here. But that's it. It's really simple. Mixed vegetables, V8, beef broth, some stew meat. Make sure you cut the stew meat in half, or if you can leave them big chunks if it's two of you, or you just want to leave chunks, that's fine. It's your choice. The only you will need a good kitchen scissors like I have, a kitchen utility kitchen knife, scissors. That's it. It doesn't take much to cook vegetable soup. But the thing is, you gotta let it sit. Let it sit and do its magic. Just let it sit and simmer down. All right, everybody. I'm the old Papa Bear. I love y'all, and we thank you for visiting the Grateful Rose River Homestead channel. I'm gonna let you get out of here. I gotta feed the little munchkin in the room over here. She keeps peeking around like, I'm hungry, Dad. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. It's getting late too. So, and I got the hamburger pie in here. It's probably already done, heated up, and I'm just gonna let you all get out of here. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell. We love y'all. Paisley Girl sends her love to you as well. As we say around here, the Grateful Rose River Homestead is peace, love, and happiness goes out to each one of you. God bless each one of you. Have a great time. We'll see you on the next video.